Cristiano Ronaldo was born on the 5th of February 1985, and he just made 40 years. I remember an article where I read someone saying that most people hate Ronaldo more than they like their favorite players. And I think that is one article that got it spot on. He's hated by millions and liked by millions. But one of the things that still stands out is his dedication to football at the age of 40 years. And he stands out among his peers, and not many players play up to the age of 40, earning the amount of money that Cristiano Ronaldo still earns. Apart from him being 40, there are many other things that stand out for Ronaldo, and one of the biggest things about him is the fact that he has built a brand for himself. And because of the brand he has built, it's easy for him to negotiate with any club, any entity, or any company that comes to him for either advertisement, for either branding, or for any business. And apart from that, I'm actually going to share with you about three things that stand out for me, especially when it comes to Cristiano. Number one is training and feeding. You actually realize that Cristiano is someone who rarely eats fried food, and he has mentioned it in many of his interviews. And many of the people who have visited him, especially at his time at United and Real Madrid, have really said that they wouldn't really fancy visiting him again at his home. For the footballers out there who want to make it and be consistent for very many years, one of the things you have to do is to tame your appetite and make sure that you know what to eat at what time, and what to avoid at what time exactly. The second thing about Ronaldo is family. In one of his interviews, when he was asked about some of the most important things, he said family is the most important thing. You have to look after your family, you have to take care of your family, you have to be there for your family. And it's one thing that I know, because you realize that you always see his mom around, you see his fiancée, you see his sisters, you see his brothers, they're always around him. And most especially his children, who are always around him, especially where he's playing right now for Al Nassr. And that is one thing that people don't really realize the advantage of. That when family is close to you, family makes you go an extra mile. Family makes you put in a lot of time to do the things you're doing perfectly. The third one is how he uses his social media. He's the most followed person in on this planet, and you realize that because of his following, many brands want to associate with him, and that has not only made him more popular, but it has also added money onto his bank account. If you look through his social media, you'll actually realize that he is rarely posting stuff, maybe that don't really build him up. It is either family, it's either football, it's either his brands, his friends he has played football with, or something somewhere around the national team. So you realize that social media can actually be another source of income for footballers, but many of them don't realize this. Realize that some footballers or even athletes will post stuff that actually, when some brands look at on their social media accounts, they really don't feel the urge, or they don't feel compelled to come and associate with that person. So it's one of the things that actually breaks down why you actually realize that Ronaldo keeps earning on the pitch and off the pitch. The last one is his investments. At the age of 40, he doesn't really have a lot of time left on his playing career, especially on football. But he has made investments in very many sectors of this world, on the things that people do on a day-to-day basis, on things that people use on a day-to-day basis. You look at hotels, you look at sports equipment, you look at video games, and all those things are things that are relevant in today's society. So he is preparing for his life after football. He lives a luxurious life, and the kind of life he lives, he has to live it even after football. Thank you so much, and see you.